on the corner. I'm posted on the corner.
The ultimate entertainer, Grammy Award winning, Guinness Book of World Record holding. You seen him perform at the Super Bowl. You got him saved in your iTunes, Spotify. You got him on cassette, tape, CD, and digital stream. If you're walking Hollywood Walk of Fame, you're going to see it start with his name on it. Don't nobody do it better than the one and only Usher Raymond! We got Usher in the building, make some noise! But we still good. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Okay, how y'all doing? Yeah! We got Usher here this morning. I'm gonna take the middle seat then. Man, we got you right here, the king, Chucky. Man, we got Usher. Can y'all make some noise for Usher one more time? This is amazing right here, y'all. First one, the Super Bowl. Like, we just watching the Super Bowl months ago. To live in the living color. Good morning to you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Yes, and celebrate your brand new album.
Yes, sir. Man, it's been an incredible time, man, and being able to celebrate Atlanta every time that I was in Las Vegas, and then being able to celebrate it at the Super Bowl was like a real homecoming, you know. So happy to be launching this album and come home now. You know what I'm saying? Here I am, and it's time to get started on a new journey, you know.
I know that's right. So talk to us about the thought process for coming home.
It was a lot of thought and a lot of time, and you know, after hearing from my fans for so long, this, you know, now we talk through social media. So I've been sharing what I've been working on. Producers have been sharing what they've been working on. There's been a lot of conversation about titles. There's been a lot of conversation about time, the people to work with. But what was going on behind the scenes is that as an independent artist, you know, this was a new journey. You know, whereas from the career that I had and the hit records that I'm able to stand on and be able to perform, here is a new journey. Here's a new opportunity for me to not only understand how the world has now shifted. And you look at the effect that independent artists have been able to have with the freedom that they take and the choices that they make for the music that they offer. So I was really trying to figure out, wait a minute, who am I making this album for? And in the end, I ended up realizing that I'm making it for me.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And that journey of 4 years, by the way, it wasn't just 4 years concentrated. I started, I did a residency, we went into a pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So throughout that process of analyzing and trying to figure out the best path for that next chapter of my life through my music, you know, it was just it was a beautiful thing to finally get to the place where I was able to share it. So here I am, I'm coming home, and by the way, really happy to be able to say that it's been a around the world experience, right? I started in Atlanta with L.A. Reid, and then we made it back together to start this label together, Mega, and everything that we've been doing, and the time that we put into not only the music, but also to really setting a precedence for the type of artists that we want to not only attract but support. You know, it is a new chapter of my life. It is about my album, but it's about restarting this incredible relationship that was established at a very young age. Now, as a man, having had success with L.A. Reid, even outside of what we did together, but now bringing all of that world of experience together to be able to, you know, not only prepare new artists, but also to launch music independently.
This is an amazing victory lap for you right now, so to speak. What was the first record that you recorded for this album?
It was a song called Believe.
Hey. The one you almost left off.
Yeah. Okay, so you with me, okay. Nah, but Believe was one of the first songs that I recorded with Jermaine. We've always had a relationship that far exceeds just what we do musically. He's my brother, you know, one of my closest confidants. And, you know, if you're not going through anything, you don't have anything to talk about. Having, you know, gone through, you know, maybe a divorce or two, I had some idea of what it was really all about. And the thought is sometimes you really want to believe that it's everything, you know, and the fact that, you know, sometimes it might not necessarily pan out the way you want. You know, it'll end up good, you know what I'm saying? It ain't good, but you good, right? But yeah, it was a really special song. I brought it back.
Thank you.
Because of my fans' requests, and there's a couple more that are coming as well. Okay. As I said, you know, although it feels like there's been a gap between the launch of my album and Super Bowl, we've just been preparing. This is actually the beginning of the next chapter. Coming home, you know, is a part of everything that I'm doing, from the launching of my tour, past, present, future. Can't talk past, present, future, and not focus on the present. So I really get a chance to not only hear from my fans and they can get their real-time reaction, how they feel about the songs that we put out, but there's going to be another, you know, offering.
Okay.
Because I worked on a lot of songs.
So we got extended, so we're going to get extended.
Well, I mean, I do that.
Okay. Come on, girl.
If you got it, then, you know, you should share it, right? But being able to hear from you, being able to hear from my fans that heard me play those songs, the ones that, you know, were able to hear me kind of in that process. I listen. I hear y'all.
Okay.
And yes,
well, I hope you hear us playing good on the radio.
Hello.
Every hour. Usher, we are here. Can we go ahead and introduce that record, Good, live on the radio right now?
Absolutely. Let's get into it right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a classic here. Yes. Good, feature my brother, 21 Savage, and my sister, Summer Walker. This is exclusive, and this is the most incredible moment that I've had today.
Usher's here, post on the corner with yours truly, Incognito and DJ Mrs. The album Welcome Home is available now. Man, you got so many sold out dates in the A-Town. When it came to that show, how special is that show going to be?
I mean, every last one of them were going to be special, yes, because there's no two alike. And what I wanted to do was make certain that if people didn't get a chance to experience what Las Vegas was like, this residency style touring is something that's new for me, but it gives me the opportunity to be able to stay in whatever markets. I mean, Atlanta is home, so you know I'm going to pull all stops. It's going to be a really, really special show. But I want to leave it to your imagination to understand that every time I do a show, you should recognize that it's specially built for you, for that audience. So I made the set make change. The set list may change to the experience that you've seen in one city, you may not see in another. And part of that is really the freedom that I felt in Las Vegas. Again, that's why I decided to do a residency style, because I felt like there was something really special that happened. Being able to do that show Wednesday and then come back Friday, Saturday, I've been able to set it up. And in Atlanta, we got 6 of them. So if you didn't get the first one, you got, you know, you got October. And by the way, I don't want to give everything out, but there is an immersive experience that's associated with this tour that's outside of what you get for the music.
So if people didn't get to experience that residency, are you going to go out in the crowd and show the same love you were showing?
I mean, that's what they want.
You know that's what we want.
There's a possibility that that's going to happen.
Okay.
But I don't want to get nobody in trouble, you know what I'm saying?
I know how, look, if we're going to an Usher concert, they already got to know the vibe.
Yeah,
you got to know what you signed up for. So October 14th is a special day, okay?
Why is it day special?
Because that's your birthday, Libra Gang. Okay? So you're going to be in Miami.
Yeah.
Can your fans expect a little bit more because it's your B-Day without giving us too much?
I mean, every time I celebrate my birthday and I have a show, I do something that's special. Mm-hmm. In New York, let me see. And in New York, it was crazy. It's nuts. In the few times that I can remember, I always have a special guest or something really special. So it'll be special.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out if I'm staying in the air, if I'm gonna go to Miami or tag.
You might need to do both.
Come on, okay, then. Look at my pockets and look, don't get your ticket.
I might know somebody to know somebody.
Okay, that's cool.
The Vegas residency was amazing. Usher, definitely top tier show like never before. The thing that I loved about it, you was like, we bring it the A to Vegas.
Yeah.
Now, this year is very special because we're celebrating an album where you had 4 consecutive #1 songs. We're talking about the album Confessions. 20 years ago, your mindset, what was it like putting out that album in the studio sessions, actually just recording those #1s?
You know, we never approach it thinking, I'm trying to make a #1 record, but there were a few things that did motivate us. I think it was a conversation between Rodney Jerkins and Jermaine Dupri about the album that we were making. I think they were working on an album for Michael, and we were working on my album. I wasn't a part of that, but it really did charge JD in a different way. For me, it was just all about, you know, just this truth. I think I had spent so much time touring, so much time performing songs that maybe, you know, had not given you a real look at who I am and what I had experienced with some things that were, you know, great. But Confessions was like, man, from beginning to end, I'm listening to a story. We talk about marketing. We talk about the idea of how you can completely bring people into your experience. That's what I think it was. So we were just true. We really locked in. I was just talking to my man, John T. Austin, in the car on the way here. Was like, yo, when we lock in with JD, it always turns into something incredible. You know what I'm saying? When we literally have no interruptions, and we just really lock in, something special happens. So that's what happened with Confessions. The rest, you know, I guess I gotta, you know, thank the people, you know what I'm saying, for at least looking into the fact that I was having this baby. I still ain't met the baby. Nah,
Well, that baby 20 years old now.
Baby grown.
man, but it was a world of experience that was happening around me, and also to some things that I experienced. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a storyteller, and what I choose to do, you know, no difference in a person who is as an actor, right? When you are able to embody a story and be able to carry it out, I pull from my own experience, and for the most part, man, it was like, yo, let's tell let's talk about it in a way that's gonna shake them up. Let's be honest. I mean, if you really want the truth, can you handle it? If I give you the truth, can you handle it? So it was like, all right, let's go for it. I guess they could.
That's what's up. So
20 years later. Yes, sir.
Right. So
20 years of compassion.
So with you being a storyteller, you had to squeeze 30 years into 15 minutes for the Super Bowl, okay? Now, I know that was difficult for you to do, but I don't think people also peep that you paid tribute to a lot of legends that paved the way before you. Of course, Michael Jackson, you did your Teddy P with your shirt off. Yeah. What made you want to do that, and why was it important for you to pay that respect in that moment?
Even though this is a 30-year celebration for me, I stand on the shoulders of giants, the ones that paved the way for me and were inspirational. My dance has always been inspired by Bobby, has always been inspired by James Brown. Bobby Brown has always been inspired by James Brown, has always been inspired by Michael, has always been inspired by the cultures that come from some of the darkest corners of hip hop. And whether that's West Coast or East Coast. So I always try my hardest to hide that messaging inside of what it is that I'm doing. Vocally, I do too. And then the other half is, you know, I wanted to just have fun, you know, and being able to tell that story of past, present, future is what it was. I didn't say that on the stage, like, yo, this is what I want you to understand, that because of the past and these influences, that's why I am who I am currently and have been, and where I'm going is the product of all of these experiences that I've seen. So
definitely. Ending your chapter in Vegas with marriage, with love, why was that so important for you to do?
Why was it important for me to do that?
Yes, at that moment. Like, you already ride the high, so you just like, you know what, girl? Let's get married.
So, shout out to Miss Raymond. You know, Las Vegas, I did everything there was to do in Las Vegas. Yeah. So why not just go ahead and get married?
Come on now.
Now, well, we had been engaged and had our certificate to be married, so we were trying to figure out the best time to do it. And we looked, and our entire family was there. It was like, let's do it like this. Is perfect. It's perfect timing. You know what I mean? At the end of what has been an incredible run here in Las Vegas. Granted, I'm gonna do more things there, but this will be an incredible into this chapter of Las Vegas. To say that Elvis Presley officiated us.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool story.
And we got married in a drive-thru. It's the type of thing that you can celebrate with your kids. You'll be able to say, "No, we did it in a different way. We just have fun." We're gonna still do a bigger ceremony where everybody gets a chance to go, because I definitely heard from cousins, uncles, things like, "For real, you just ain't gonna give me the invitation. You just gonna just decide to go play the Super Bowl. You gonna go get ready." We got one coming.
Okay, we good.
But had to do that for that.
Okay, so I'll definitely, one of your most famous love songs, I Gotta Have You Introduced. That's Nice and Slow. So could you introduce that for your fans real quick?
Although 7 o'clock has changed for me. 7 o'clock is bedtime now for me. This is an ATL classic, a one-of-one. And you guys have always supported it. I really do appreciate that. So this is Nice and Slow.
I was just here first on the front with George Trinidad, Cognito and DJ Mrs. Riding the wave of that Super Bowl performance. I saw you brought them nukes out. Now, I got to ask you, you've been on since you was 15, right? If you had the opportunity to attend any HBCU, which one do you think Usher would have went to?
Well, I mean, that's hard, right? Because I mean, Howard. I done been to Clark Atlanta, of course. Man, you know, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess I'm ATL forever now.
Oh, man.
So it's probably going to be Clark. But Jackson State really did an amazing job at homecoming, and I'm happy that I could support it. In addition, as I said, to the past, present, future, is also too about our culture. And I want people to deal with, understand that I'm opening the stage for sometimes an audience. Some may not necessarily understand the incredible thing that we do and our blackness and how we have always been leading culture and doing things very unique. So I wanted to give them that opportunity. I wanted to, even by, the AKs, being able to see that culture be a part of it. It was celebrating the 20s, the 30s, and the style. If you look at the wardrobe, those things were very deliberate. Those speakeasies and things that were influencing our culture, that then comes up to a current time where we're still celebrating ghetto music, rather it's, rah-rahs that they have down in New Orleans still to this day. I mean, bringing that in, Mardi Gras, sorry. But I'm just saying, to continue to bring that energy and make certain that it was around and it was installating here everywhere. That's what I hope that people got a chance to enjoy.
Yes, it's very noble for you to still be here doing radio in this day and age, because you started at such a young age. Take us back to the beginning of time. Do you remember your first time hearing your song on the radio?
First time I heard my song on the radio, I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Keith Landecker was on the radio in Magic, and I was in this scoop in the beginning. It was the first time that I'd ever heard my song be played on the radio. I wasn't singing on that song, but I was saying backgrounds and things. But that was the first time that I heard myself. I was in Chattanooga.
What's that feeling like?
I mean, it's an ultimate accomplishment, right? And by the way, be careful of your goals that you set, kids. You know what I'm saying out there? If you set your goal to be heard on the radio and that's it, have you accomplished it? Is that it?
Right.
I had a vision. You know what I'm saying? I was 12, 13 years old, and I had this vision of playing for this audience of people. And I shared that vision with my mother and my grandmother and my friends. And they all were like, okay. Some of them was like, crazy. I was like, no, I'm serious. I see something. So all of the things that did happen after that, whether it was being able to meet, greet, have friends, and then have fans, or be able to hear your music on the radio or shoot a video or win an award. You know what I'm saying? My goal was to get to that vision. So, be careful of what you choose to set as your goal and your vision, because you'll get it.
Yeah.
And then what you gonna do?
Right. But it's also been a lot of conversation that radio is dying or radio is currently dead. So how do you feel about that, and what does radio mean to you?
Wow. Oh dear. I think that, you know, for the standards that I think are allowing us to be able to speak louder, we just got to speak a little bit louder and allow the cameras to be able to see what we're doing, because it becomes socially active.
Right.
You know, something really amazing happened over the last 3 years for me when I decided to go to Tiny Desk, right? So for some people, it would be like, well, why'd you do Tiny Desk? Like, they're Tiny Desk because it's really about entertainment. It's really about music. It's really about that vibe and making certain that you connect with the band. Right? That authenticity is about this exchange. That authenticity is about this exchange too in radio. They can't dump that. They can have, you know, cool hot moments, clips in the world and run those back and over again. But keep your cameras rolling. Keep it, you know what I'm saying? Keep your cameras on and let the content allow the world to see this content. It's amazing what happens in radio. And I believe that, you know, that culture informs something that's important for region, that is important for, you know, culture, and making certain that you understand what a specific region has to offer. Atlanta is what it is to me because of these radio stations. Atlanta is, you know, the service that I've been able to offer to the entire world as a result of the songs you played, you know, the conversations you had, the motivation that you gave us, rather we were listening to other artists talk about their passions. So that right there is still important. It is major, in addition to, you know, all of the songs that y'all play of mine.
That's right, all the time.
But radio will always serve a purpose and have a place in my heart. That's why.
Definitely. So you got a song that's tearing up the radio right now. It's called Ruin. So why don't you introduce that?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ruin.
Okay, so I definitely want to talk about some of your accomplishments. You just got your doctorate degree last year.
Congratulations.
NAACP Award. And the sexiest man alive. Okay. How does it feel to experience these experiences?
Man, I feel very fortunate. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know, I work really hard.
Come on.
And as a result of working hard, then you get the recognition that you deserve. At times I felt like, you know, man, am I not working hard enough to you know, not have comparison to the thing that drives me to care about what my legacy is. I like to be able to stand on the stage and allow the people to see the work that has been done.
Yeah.
And it's being given an award. It's being given recognition. People remember what's written down. No different than if you know, go back in history, you look at the books, you go in pyramids, you look at hieroglyphs, it's written down.
Right.
So if it's never written down and you don't know it, you don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that.
Usher got that paper trail.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
But
thank you for recognizing what I do and how hard I work. And I do it, you know, because I care. I do it because I want to continue to make things that are great and to push the envelope and to set the standards.
You kind of make it easy to celebrate you.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. You make it really easy to give you your flowers and celebrate you while you're here to stand you with your speed one. Okay. Let's talk about your foundation, Usher We Look Foundation. Tell us more about that.
Well, in my 501c3 started many years ago when I decided that it was more than just music that I wanted to offer. I wanted to offer opportunity that is based in the fact that someday and someone is investing to prepare our future leaders and also to help them to find their track, like rather it's the music or rather it's the business, but more than anything to find a spark that then says, oh, this is what I would want to do. It's more than enough bad things to get in, right? Like if you have an environment and you surround yourself around people who want to grow you, who want to give you opportunity, who want to give you information, keys, and opportunity, will you take advantage of it? Will you invest in you? That's what New Look is, offering a new look in life. We were world experiences.
Speaking of investments, you just invested in a whole lot of Dave's hot chickens around the city. Congratulations on that. For sure. At a young age, too, or not too long ago, you have an Ohio connection because you made an investment on the Cleveland Cavaliers, which brought you a championship ring. Man, how important is it for you as the ultimate entertainer to just, I guess, in the words, to say, so up a lot? Because you're not leaving a stone unturned.
I mean, I just keep my head down and stay focused on my goals, and the rest will happen. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was music that started it, and entertainment that it's faced in, and entertainment now goes out into other spaces. It becomes business. It becomes an opportunity to spread my wings and do things, diversify. That's it, you know, and, you know, for me, just to try and create as much as I possibly can. We only have a certain amount of time people to plan the bachelor. And, you know, we could definitely get into how we spend it, but what you leave behind and what you're remembered for is the work that you put in while you're here. So do as much as you can, you know what I'm saying, and work as hard as you possibly can. I've been afforded a really great opportunity and think that it's important to set a precedence, to be able to show people, hey, look, it's about more than just what you think. But when you have the time and you have, you know, at least capital to invest it. Find things that are solid enough to, and grow your money. And then invest it into things that you feel have legs. Championship ring. I don't know that many R&B pop artists that
Shout out to the land.
So being able to be a part of an incredible group that has continued to, you know, just grow, and also to allow itself to be recognized. Because I don't have as much to do there. I actually made an investment, and now 23 years later, you know, it's still serving as something that was a great investment. And that's it, you know. And it was honestly Jackson Securities. Maynard Jackson, I have to recognize him for being an incredible mentor to so many people in this city, to teach us and show us that diversifying how we look at life and what we invest into, rather in this city or outside of this city, is important. So thank you to Jackson Securities. Thank you to Solomon Smallwood, who was my candidate at the time, who pushed me to do it. And, you know, there's been many other things that I've been able to do, but, you know, hey, I don't leave, as you said, I don't leave any stone unturned. I try my hardest to continue to build while doing what I love to do. I love to entertain. I love being a father. I love being a husband. So, you know, the rest of it is trying to continue to work this legacy at the time that I have it to go out.
Definitely. Let's talk about mental health. I know you're into yoga and meditating and things like that, but what else do you do to keep yourself together, which you have so much going on?
Breathe. Sometimes that's what it takes. It's like, you need patience in this time. You know what I'm saying? And then this process, right? Can you celebrate what you perceive as a negative moment as much as you can celebrate a great moment? If you can, that's the key. I tell anybody that, you know. And then the second half with mental health, I think it's important to find somebody that you can trust, someone that you can open up to, you can talk to, and be able to hear yourself, not somebody who just wants to give you the answers. I think that we're all crying out at times to be heard, right? And with mental health, it's about being able to process what's going on in your head. And, you know, sometimes you should definitely look for somebody who's official.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't say just trust and talk to anybody.
Right.
But a higher professional. And by the way, from where I come from, it's never been it's never been right to share your secrets with people. Right. But it is something that is important, because you can hurt yourself and you might hurt someone else if you don't process what's going on.
We're celebrating album number 9. In Atlanta, you received the Phoenix Award from the mayor. In Chattanooga, Tennessee, they're about to give you the key to the city.
Okay.
Hello. How does it feel to be the luckiest man?
Well, man, I feel great, man. You know, I feel lucky. Just working hard, man. Working hard, and you know, I've never been in competition with anybody other than myself, and I just try to, you know, be better every day. That manages to have turned into this career that I have, this recognition that I'm getting. I thank God for it every day. I think that there is a real element of, you know, anything you choose to associate yourself with and surround yourself with, that begins to push you in a positive direction or a perceived negative direction. But you learn. You learn, you live, you grow. And yeah, I do feel lucky, but I also do feel prepared because I spend as much time working on myself as I possibly can to be the best version of myself every day. And I forgive myself, so you got to think about that.
Definitely right? Got to forgive yourself.
Yeah, because you're going to have moments that are harder, right? But, you know, you got to be okay with, all right, get back up, keep going.
If you could change one thing about the industry, what would you change?
Nothing. I don't know that I would change anything about the industry. What I change, the perception of what people say, and the idea is that maybe what people have to say about the things that people are doing can be a little bit more, become a little bit more kinder. I think so. I think that we as Black people need to be more kind to each other. I think that we need to lift each other up more.
Celebrate.
I think we got to celebrate each other more. I think the idea that we're kind of caught in this rat race to be number one to each other is not the point. It's to be number one by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, are you choosing to be the king, or are you all building kings and kingdoms? Yeah. You gotta ask yourself that question. Does it matter to beat somebody else out, or actually just stay your best in what your goal is and be your best self? And I would love to change that part, because every day I look online and I see, I don't want to get into the comment section that much, but I'm gonna kill her. But I mean, we all look at the clickbait, whether you choose to take it or not, and suggest that's on you. You know, even if you read it, does that mean that's what you believe? I don't know. It's another person's opinion. But the reality is, I think that we all could be a lot kinder to each other. I think that we could be a little bit more understanding, because we all go through things, or we all get to things. Yeah.
King, from one king to another, I need to fist bump you right quick. I need a superpower. In the new Flame video, you did this dance move, right? If I could do that dance like that, bro, like that's legendary when we sing that, right? So if I had a superpower, I'm gonna practice that because you're gonna touch my fist. So I'm gonna be practicing it tonight. But however, you have performed with Michael Jackson, bro.
What?
Some of us haven't even witnessed Michael Jackson in our lifetime. You've witnessed that. What is that energy like?
It's amazing, man. You know, to be recognized by Michael and have been able to celebrate him and his brothers at their 30th anniversary in New York City was great. The greatest surprise of that night was when David Guest came over to me in my seat while I was watching the show and said, "You're gonna dance with Michael tonight." It's like, what? Right now, it's like, I ain't got no shoes. What you mean? He's like, "How you gonna dance with Mike?" I'm like, "I got boots on."
That's what you can do.
I was like, all right, whatever. And then do it. But that was one of the greatest moments because we was just celebrating, and it just felt natural. It felt like he saw me for what it is that I'd done. I mean, I really bust my ass paying tribute to him that night with One Be Starting Something, and with the Vandross as well. So I was really, really happy to be able to celebrate our brother, to be able to celebrate Michael for all that he had done, to be able to celebrate his brothers for all that they had offered to us, and giving us this idea of what it was to be, you know, these icons that they were. But yeah, I was very happy about that.
Well, Sheree, thank you. We gonna keep celebrating you. We know you probably had times where you was like, I'm cool. Forget y'all, I'm about to chill with my family. We know you're a family man, but we want to thank you.
I said that.
Yeah. I'm going to chill with my family. They're going to appreciate me. I'm leaving.
But I never felt like you didn't appreciate me. I always did. I just think that, you know, radio offers a standard, and it's clickbait is so attractive because it gives you a quick blast, right?
Yeah.
But think about the long game. Think about who you are and what you are as a journalist. Because otherwise you're going to spend time undoing all of the shit that you should have said.
Yeah.
And the reality is,
do your thing.
But, no, but it's about integrity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And trying to find something that's elevating us. We got to continue to lift each other up and try to elevate what we got then.
And before we wrap up, I do want to say rest in peace to Rico Wade and that situation that happened. Could you share with us a very pivotal moment or memory that you shared?
Yeah, man. Ray, Slinky, and Rico Wade, man, they wrapped their arms around me when I came to Atlanta. They got not many people know this, but I'm an honorary member
Come on, come on.
So if you ask Sleepy about it, just say, yo, tell me about Am I Too Much? It was the first record that I ever, ever recorded. But him and Marquez, we wrote some really incredible records. They didn't quite make it. Believe it or not, we might go back now and release it. But I'm saying that was the first time that I'd ever saw how this works. Rico Wade was incredibly as a musician, but he was really great as a curator of culture of Atlanta. He was complete. I was just listening to Waterfalls this morning and like just how forward thinking he was and blending the worlds together. Atlanta is like a melting pot, but the music that he made spoke to what the Atlantic experience is. We put things in boxes when we look from afar. We think we understand and we judge things from afar. But what I see is an opportunity for us to celebrate the ones that we love. We count.
Yeah.
You know, not until now do we stop the moment and celebrate that iconic producer, that iconic curator, that iconic from Goody Mob to Outkast. You know what I'm saying?
South got something to say?
South has had something to say, and it started with the person who was saying it.
What did say?
Rico, he got it. Ray, they got it. Sleepy, they got it. Marquez, they got it.
Yeah.
So, let's celebrate them while we got them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's celebrate our icons and recognize them as icons if they did something that made you feel something. Did you feel something when you listened to that song? Did you feel something when you saw that dance movement? Did you feel something besides things you curated? Celebrate that man, celebrate that woman, celebrate that king, that queen before you see them and go. Great.
Well, I think we all saw and felt something with that Super Bowl performance, and we definitely feel something on your ninth studio album, Welcome Home. Congratulations on that album. And yours truly, Incognito, DJ Mrs. and myself, we want you to keep going. Keep behind you.
Everybody gets space and
Whenever you're ready,
you gotta get that space one. I'm good at space now.
I got my partner.
Oh, yeah.
21 Savage is my partner.
I'm right.
If you had to describe your mood off your album, Welcome Home, right now, what's one song that's on your mood today?
I am the party.
Yes,